hello again. It's lovely to see you. I hope it's lovely to see me. I know it's February. I meant to have something recorded and uploaded so many times in January, but like I kept feeling sick, getting migraines, just pain in all kinds of places for no apparent reason. Seasonal allergies decided to show up early. Fun. And then, as you guys know, my mental health hasn't been going all that great. So it was just really hard. Every time I tried to sit down and start talking to a camera, I was just like, nothing positive or helpful was coming out of my mouth. Actually, that's one of my favorite things that I always forget, is to think before you speak. And it's one of those things I tell my teachers sometimes, and I'm like, I'm sorry if I'm talking to you as though you're children, but it's just one of those good things to remember in life. So the 5 letters in the word think, you got, is what you're about to say truthful? Is it helpful? Is it intelligent? Is it necessary? And is it kind? And if you can't say yes to the majority of those, you probably don't need to be talking right now. Maybe those are some indoor thoughts. You need to keep them inside. They're not outside thoughts. So yeah, I really wanted to record something sooner than this, and just, it was, I would not have been happy with anything I put out into the world. So what has been going on? Obviously, January was a really bad month for a lot of reasons for a lot of people. Won't get too much into details, but it sucked. It just sucked. So much stress, so stressful. February's been more January. It doesn't feel like it's getting any better. I can say, and that's why I'm holding this cat toy in my hand, things have improved in the house on the cat side. Nuga and Goo have spent the last few days not segregated. What I was doing before is I'd go to work and I'd either put Goo in his cage, or I have a gate on my bedroom door so the 2 cats could see each other and interact through a safe boundary. But they've proven that they can get along even when I'm at work all day. So they have complete reign of the house. I'm slightly terrified, but they're playing, they're sharing food nicely, they're sharing toys. So that's a really nice positive update from the Oldfield house here. Right, Goomy? You can't tell, but Goo's behind the camera right now. Hopefully future me who's editing this will be really clever and intersperse little clips of like cats and flowers and I don't know, whatever I happen to take B-roll of, if I want to sound like a real YouTuber vlogger person. I guess the other big exciting update for me, hopefully it's big and exciting, we'll see, this Wednesday, Valentine's Day, I will be going for sort of like a psych evaluation, I guess. Somewhat of a funny story. Hopefully this isn't too TMI for anyone out there, but the gynecologist I see is a young woman who speaks English incredibly well. And basically I started going not for any, you know, you should go if you have the same body parts I do, for yearly checkups just to make sure everything's fine and healthy and you're not developing any cancers or anything, right? But I went because I was getting super bad PMS, like to the point where I essentially would have maybe 2 or 3 days out of the month where I felt normal and the rest of the time was just hormones. And it was taking a massive toll on my mental health. Let it be known, if your hormonal fluctuations are so bad that you kind of want to do harm to the owner of said hormones, that's not good. You go see somebody. That's not normal. That's not healthy. So I've been taking hormonal birth control to balance that out, and it's helped immensely. But finally I went to see her, you know, to get my prescription filled, and there might be a Goo behind me. Is there a Goo behind me? And I let her know, like, you know, the hormonal birth control is helping a lot with keeping me fairly balanced in terms of mood, but my mental health still isn't great. I used to see a psychiatrist in Kyoto and I was taking antidepressants. I was taking Zoloft of all things. I'm on the Zoloft to keep from killing y'all. Yay. Mike Tyson quotes. Hooray. That's someone you want to have something in common with. And I was on an anti-anxiety medication. I've been told for years that I have clinical depression and generalized anxiety disorder, but I do suspect there could be something else going on, and I'm not entirely sure what. So I told all this to my gynecologist. Don't know why it's so funny to me. Don't worry, I wasn't like in the chair half naked while she's like spelunking or anything having this combo. This was a very normal conversation in a very comfortable office, sitting in chairs, fully clothed, no speculums involved, don't you worry. I asked her if she could recommend anyone, and she works out of a fairly large hospital here in Wakayama. So she was like, yeah, we have a psych department, no problem. And she said someone would go with me to make an appointment. Well, I didn't expect it. She actually found someone who works in the hospital who speaks English and can do a little bit of help as an interpreter. So she went with me to make the appointment. And I'm really not sure what to expect, because like they gave me paperwork of like, this is what you need to prepare and expect when you go. And it's going to be like 3 hours just based on what's there. It could obviously take longer. Oh my gosh, these boys, they add so much comedy and light to my life. But yeah, it sounds like I'll talk to a psychologist and a psychiatrist, and I'm getting an electrocardiogram, so it feels like they're really looking for like physiological causes as well as psychological causes, and the way that those work together. So I'm like, that seems very positive to me. So yeah, hoping I'm talking a lot about this, my goodness. I'm hoping that the appointment goes well. I expect I won't get any answers the day of. I'm sure I will have to fill out a lot of paperwork, which is going to take me twice as long as I use Google to try and read things that I cannot read. And I'm sure that there will be some tests and things, and maybe like I'll have to come back in a couple weeks to a month and actually get a partial, like I don't think I'm gonna get like a full-on, oh, here's your diagnosis the day of. I just don't think that's how it should work. I could be wrong though. Once again, I'm not a medical doctor. I've captured a prisoner. Little Goomy here will occasionally be a lap cat. Sometimes he lets me pick him up and carry him around. You want to be in frame here? Hey, come be on camera. No, you're not feeling it? He's just gonna be a pair of ears at the bottom of the screen, perhaps. That's okay. We love you, Goomy. He's a good boy. That's basically how things have been going and are going. Obviously, I'm nervous about the appointment, not really sure how that's all gonna play out. And Goomy's on the loose, almost. I'm just nervous about a lot of things. Scared to be optimistic about anything, really, because it just seems like everything's going badly for everybody. I just found out someone who works for the same company as me, also, well, I shouldn't say also a YouTuber. He is a very successful YouTuber, and he's dealing with some real scary stuff, and that's kind of got me shook up, which is also why I'm like, oh yeah, I need to go see the booby doctor. Don't wanna, but I gotta. Can't keep putting that off. So I don't know. We'll just see how things go. I have lots of Pokemon card things I want to open still. I really want to spend some time showing you guys crafting things. You have no idea, but my motivation's been down. That's part of the pain I was talking about. I've had a lot of pain in my wrist, but also like shooting pain in my hands, even when I'm wearing compression gloves. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. I actually do have a lap full of goo right now, and I wish I could show you, but the camera angle is just not so good. Maybe we got a foot. We got a foot for a second there. Well, I will try to keep y'all updated on how I'm doing. I'll try to make some more content. I just really got to take things as I can. I'm hoping, even if I don't get an immediate assessment / diagnosis, that at least I can get some sort of medication going that might help with balancing out things, so that I have motivation and I'm not completely exhausted and needing to sleep all the time. I hope you're enjoying this cameo, by the way. Thank you, special guest star. All right, love and appreciate you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful whatever it is for you, and we'll see you again sometime soon, I hope. Bye-bye. Do you have anything to say for yourself, mister? Yeah? Were you helping? Were you helping me record the video? Uh-huh.